Yeah, this one is going to be dedicated to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his birthday weekend, celebration, holiday, and just a reflection of what the man stood for and how he resonates some 50 plus years after his untimely, tragic death. And he stands by, he would not be proud of what has become of the country since his death. He would definitely have issue with the likes of Donald Trump and the supporters and what you see and what's going on. And then, of course, Jeff Sessions and all the stuff, the injustice and everything that goes on with the police killing of black people and all the different aspects that affect the community at large. This man is timeless. He spoke of a better day for all. He was very uplifting, very motivational. He also captured uh, hearts of so many, and to this day, he still does. The bottom line is that he's one of the most powerful forces to walk in this country. When you can put Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. up against any president, any leader in America, and he's honored and held in the same high regard, if not higher. He truly trailblazed and paved the way for so many, and his words touched so many in the reach. However, beyond that, it's important to also continue what his dream was, and it was to be more inclusive and also to break down the barriers that separate so many and to cut across lines and also to enrich and engage the young, middle, and the old, men and women, and it has not happened the way it's supposed to. However, he was a very powerful vessel and force. And I also like to take the time to thank Stevie Wonder with the great Happy Birthday to You song, and also for helping make him honored as a holiday. Because this man did so much against so much hate and fuel, which still happens today in America. And it's still a battle. The march still continues. It has not ended. So it's very important to not just take it as a holiday or take it as one day, but this is a 365-day journey, 24/7 mission to understanding the power, the impact, and the importance and the enlightenment and the education of what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood for. And that you have to have a vision, you have to be able to see things, you have to be able to feel things. So it's always important that it is said and it is done to inspire. And it was about unity with all African Americans back in the day with that. He met with Malcolm X, he met with differences, but he had his message, he had his vision. And there wasn't this great divide about it. There's no pitting on African American against another, because the battle for survival has raged on and continues to this day. So it's very important to remember what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stood for and what he represented as far as economics, education, enlightenment, and the fight against racism, poverty, and everything else that you see around you. You cannot be in the richest, most powerful country in the world and be treated like second-class citizens and not have a balance. So it's very important to understand what it was about and what he represented and what needs to be said and still needs to be done. Because it's only, the saying, we've come so far, but we still have a long ways to go. And that is the truth. You have to continue the battle, and you have to battle against the opposite ends and what it means and what it says. So I wanted to always acknowledge not only just happy birthday, but also acknowledge the holiday, but also to remember the dream and the vision of this great man. respect. Feel free to leave comments. Have a blessed day. Peace to the King.